Hello, everyone. My name is Helen Tippins, and I'm here to speak about the concept map that we are doing for an assignment in my communications class. Now, a concept map is a visual way of putting your thoughts on paper. You and ideas, your thoughts and your ideas, and you make the connection. Now, mine looks a little jumbled, but that is how I just started jotting down what I thought I knew about my topic and what I thought maybe others knew about the topic and what I wanted to find out about my topic. So I was in a conversation and they asked me if I had heard that red dyes in our food were banned, if I'd heard that. And no, I did not. So the conversation went, it's the red dye number 3 that has been banned because it was shown to cause cancer. And I asked, were there other colors? Was that the only one? Because I had not heard anything. It's current. So they were telling me that the red dye is made from bugs, which of course didn't sound very appealing. I did not know that. So I wanted to find out, more about it because they were limited on what they knew about it. So that is what sparked my my curiosity as far as what my topic would be. And it started off with just the red dye, number 3, which reports show that it was tested and it caused cancer in animals, and that it was also linked to behavioral disorders in children, such as hyperactivity. And it's being banned. And they have 2 years, the companies have 2 years to phase out red dye number 3. But there's also red dye 40, which is still in our food supply and is not a part of the immediate red dye number 3, which didn't make sense to me. But all of our dyes in our food supply are petroleum-based synthetic dyes. Did not know that. Now, I did know that there are some food items that have no artificial colors or flavors in there, but that's not everything. So that was another thought that gave me more questions that took me down different paths from my subtopics. So as I started to do my research, I went to they have very good, thorough databases in the library. Great source of information, vast. Media of all kind that from newspapers, from articles in magazines, from books, a vast array of information. So on my search in the database, I plugged in red dyes. I plugged in alternatives and food supply. And it still pulled up thousands of articles with those words that are mentioned, that I mentioned. So my concept map helped me pinpoint information that I wanted to help me stay focused and centered on my topic. So that was a very, very big help. Now, the alternatives that they are replacing the petroleum-based synthetic dyes are natural, they are plant and mineral-based, and they're being approved by the FDA. Because all of the dyes that are in our food are petroleum-based dyes, which are connected with the behavioral in children and with cancer. Now, one thing about the concept map is it helped keep me on track. I wasn't just out there just looking for all different kind of information, because then you find there's so much more that you can talk about, but you really need to stay centered and focused on the information you're looking for as far as your main topic. Now, the main topic may change, but the information is still sought out the same way. Now, I brainstorm, because that's the great way to describe it. I do that on paper. I make a list of my thoughts, or basically the question, and I look for the answer, and I just write them all out on paper. Because there's no way I can get all of that on there. So that's how I gather my information, and it helped me. And I like using the database because of all the information that I found. And that's pretty much it. It's just a great tool that's a visual to help you stay on track, to figure out what your thesis may be, or just what your topic of whatever you're talking about. It can be used in any form. It's a great way to map out thoughts in your mind, and you're not, just all over the place. So it's highly recommended. And thank you for listening.